girl is on fire.
I've been hearing that promo all week.
Hey, let me go last on QB.
I got you. I'm about to throw up this 30 seconds right quick.
Yep.
Way to the people. I got a surprise guest with me here today. Fluffy hair junior right here. Hey, it is fantasy for breakfast. That's right. We ain't cooking for you. How your mama cook for you? We're fattening up them pockets. Them pockets, boy. I don't know about y'all, but last week was so great for me. I had an awesome week last week, and I cannot wait to throw it to Andy to see how them scores shook out last week. You wasn't in the group chat. You wasn't in the group chat talking about 5 in a row, so I don't know who won, but we'll see. We will see who won Core 4 last week between us hosts. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching the show and you want to compete with us on the Core 4, go ahead. Throw your Core 4 into the comments, and we'll read it out, and we'll talk to everybody about your picks, and we'll see what's good, Go ahead and throw your Core 4 in there and interact with us, and, we'll shout you out and talk to you. But today, right now, as always, but of course, we're going to start at QB, quarterback. And I want to know, I really, really want to know where Hefe's going this week, because last week you got screwed. I get it. That certain guy, we won't even mention his name. His name might as well be Voldemort. We ain't even going to say his name. He burnt you again. So where are you turning to this week, Hefe?
Well, yeah, he got me. I told you I was going to have a bad day. I did, all around the board. But I'm going to go opposite of that, and I got to go back to Mahomes because he's the number 3 quarterback on the board, probably going to put up number 1 stats. He's in the biggest game of the week. I think this game's a little bit bigger for Kansas City than it is for Dallas. And, hey, 2 games in a row without an interception. That's what we were talking about a couple weeks ago. He cut that out. 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, that you can't argue with that. Plus, 5 of the 10 games this year, he's thrown at least 3 touchdowns. They look to be back in sync. He got Kelsey back in the offense, and I don't see any reason that Mahomes doesn't have a big day. I think they're on the upswing. So I'm buying high. I'm taking Mahomes. I'm doing a logical, like regular logical thinking today on how things should go. So back to the basics.
Right. And that's the highest implied total for the day for sure. Is I think it was last time I saw it. I haven't checked it. I didn't check it today, and I didn't check it yesterday. But the day before, that total was 54.
55.
55 now?
Yeah, I believe it's at 55.
Yeah. That's crazy. So that's definitely
unless he throws 3 interceptions, he's going to score.
Yeah. Exactly. These are pieces. We need pieces from that game right there. Absolutely. If we're going to cash today, and we cannot miss on quarterback. If we're going to make some money today on this money-making Sunday on DraftKings. Doski, that big-ass check. Boy, who got a quarterback today?
Well, you know what? Jeff actually took the words right out of my mouth, man, because I'm rolling with Patrick Mahomes, but for just fun. Patty Mahomes, he's $7,600 today. I mean, everything you said actually takes the words right out of my mouth, so I don't really want to repeat it. But that implied total of 55 points is big. I mean, I would probably go with him or Dak Prescott being number 4, number 5 out of the quarterbacks that are on that list. So, no other explanation here. Roll with it.
Yep, no doubt. Roll with it, baby. Hey, and I'll just go ahead because I'm on down the line here, and I'm going to stick with the same game. It's kind of scary. We're all in the same game so far, but I'm going on the opposite side. I'm going with Dak Prescott for the 2nd week in a row, and there's absolutely no way he's going to disappoint today. There's just no way. Every quarterback brings their A game against Tom Brady and against Pat Mahomes. Everybody. I mean, we had Taylor Heineke out here throwing throwing darts. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone's pumped up to play against the best. And that's exactly what's going to happen today. That's a 4:25 start time today. So you want that late hammer in the main slate, you know?
Why didn't they flex that game? That's the question. The NFL has gotten so bad with flex scheduling, honestly. This was the first week of flex scheduling. Why the hell would that not be an 8 o'clock game?
What's the game? Pittsburgh?
No.
Whatever it is, it isn't as good as
yeah, it's Pittsburgh and Clippers.
Wow.
That's silly, isn't it?
That's Snoop Dogg's 2 favorite teams. That's why. You didn't see the commercial? It's your fault.
Oh no, I didn't. So that's who's leaning on the NFL is Snoop Dogg. Oh,
Or maybe the NFL's leaning on Snoop Dogg.
No.
For that matchup.
No way. Snoop Dogg's doing all the leaning. Slim Jimmy, we got a QB.
Yeah, all 4 of us so far are in the same game. I'm going Dak Prescott, Dakota Rain Prescott here. KC is dead last against QB this year at fantasy. Last week I had a stinker because I went away from my formula. I'm going right back to my formula this week, guys. KC's dead last against QB. I'm looking at the worst defenses, and I'm picking based off that. QB, they gave up almost 2,700 yards. They're wheeled in 24 fantasy points a game. Dak is the driver of a race car right now, and all he's got to do is not crash it. Even with Amari Cooper out, I don't think it hurts him at all. Look for a big day from CD Lamb. I'm going with Dakota.
I love it. Oh,
we got Patty and Dakota.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's his real name for real?
Dakota Rain.
Wow.
I'd be called Dak too if my name was Dakota.
Yeah.
AIN or REIG?
You know what? I'm not good at grammar, so I have no idea. Hey, also shout out the Guardians, man. Go get your gear.
Oh my goodness. I love the logo. I love it. It looks good. It's a good looking hat. But when I look at that hat, I'm like, yo, that's dope, but that ain't my team. Oh wait,
that's my team now.
It is.
That is your team. I mean, if you wanna jump off the bandwagon, go ahead. I'm thinking about I'd be at opening day with the gear on, baby.
Never. I'm never leaving my squads, but man, it's just hard. It's hard for me, Andy. I'm having a hard time dealing with it. It is fire. I love the 2-seam fastball that they got on there. Pretty dope. Kaiser. Oh wait, no. What's your name today? Hold on. Let me take this thing down so I can get to Bo Juro. I have a feeling I know who you're going with today, but go ahead and tell us your quarterback.
It's very obvious, but let me get a shout out for my boy Kyle. Happy birthday at the job. But yeah, Joe Burrow, guys. Joe Burrow for sure. Las Vegas. That is a 4:00 game too. So hopefully we all get those late add-ons. I just think Las Vegas is on the downward trend. So I'm going with Joe Burrow. He put up shit numbers last week, so I'm thinking he's going to have a good turnaround today. And yeah, Joe Burrow only 6,600, so I'm saving some bucks.
So you're paying up the tight end today. Foreshadow.
Cincinnati is foreshadowing on that one.
Oh, you're going back to the well, maybe. Maybe going back to the well.
Okay. Tasty.
See. We'll see definitely where the tight end.
And it's not Tyler Eifert, David Brooks.
No, not today. Not this time. We're gonna roll on running to the RB position for our core 4 today. I want to see who Joski Doski is pairing up with Sir Patty Mahomes today. Who you got at running back?
Well, today I am going to go ahead. I'm loving this board. You guys want some of this board? I'm gonna let Dalvin Cook today. $8,200. Dalvin Cook is completely eaten throughout his career against Green Bay. He averages over 100 yards total and about a touchdown and a half, maybe a little bit more. Green Bay is clearly not that good. And against the run, we've attacked them already this year. You can go back and listen to multiple shows where we've actually thrown guys out there just because they're playing Green Bay. I believe they're still giving up like the second highest rush total or something along the lines of. I don't have that stat stuck in my head, but yeah, today let Dalvin Cook. There is a little bit of fear though. He is leading the league, and getting stopped on the 1 yard line. I think he's 5 times that's happened this year, and then he did not get touchdowns after it. So hopefully that's just not the case today. But yeah, other than that, I love his value.
Right. I mean that's gonna come down to the oh my goodness,
him scoring from the 5 yard line.
Yeah, him scoring.
Of course, but it matters on the push up front in the trenches. That definitely matters, but it is weird. But we saw that from Nick Chubb last year or the year before.
Right.
Dude couldn't score in the red zone. He couldn't do it. I mean, it was probably like 3/4 of that season where Nick Chubb we were like, what's happening right now? He got through it. I believe Dalvin Cook will get through it as well. I mean, he's too good to be stopped completely. Slim Jimmy, we got a running back.
I'm going Nick Chubb today, guys. And I got 3 words for you. Leon's rain game.
Oh,
That's really all you need to say.
yes.
Second of all, the Lions, they're not good against running backs this year. I don't think that's a secret. They're just not. They're not great against them. And Nick Chubb he's pretty good. They've given up almost 1,000 yards, 10 TDs, given up 30 points a game to the position. Nick Chubb is going to get at least 20 carries today. It's going to be a nasty rain game. I don't think you're going to see a lot of passing on either side. So I like Nick Chubb to eat today. And, 7,200, I wouldn't consider that a pay down. You're still paying up a little bit for Nick Chubb, but I don't see how you can't get Nick Chubb in your lineup today.
Yeah, that's crazy because, Andy, we're 2 for 2 right now. We're 2 for 2. All right, because I'm going Dak and I'm going Chubb. It's just today was one of those days where everything just kind of lined up, just like last week. It lined up, just the stars aligned, and it was like Detroit Lions, rain game, no Kareem Hunt, Baker kind of sucks. It's like, well, okay, all right. Well, the universe is telling me exactly. Hey, that's a conversation for another day. We're gonna get on to that one. Hey, everybody out there, we have a podcast also. So go ahead and type us into Spotify and whatever and everything, and hit us up on the podcast side of things. Follow us on Twitter. We talk sports and everything like that. Kaiser,
Apple Podcast too. Hey, we big league.
We up in it. I'm picking Arenthal, James Dillon, AJ Dillon. Aaron Jones is out. He's gonna get, probably he'll be in there 75% of the game for the offense. I'm gonna hope. He's cheap, $6,200, and your boy's out, so your boy AJ Dillon's in. I just think he's gonna do well today. Minnesota's defense is not great. So yeah, I'm kind of taking a chance on this one, but I am paying down a little bit. So AJ Dillon, 6,200.
Yeah, and DraftKings didn't adjust his total after last week either, which I thought was kind of weird. So that's definitely a great pick, honestly. I think the Vikings are giving up the 3rd highest rush success rate as well. So I mean, you put those 2 things together, and that actually is a smash pick. So definitely a good person to have in your lineup this week.
No doubt. If you're the type of person making multiple lineups, it's kind of hard to get Connor and Dillon in and still get the other guys that you want. But in a lot of the lineups that I made today, those 2 guys are in every single one. I did. How
much is Dillon?
I have Connor too. 6,100 for Connor, 62 for Dillon.
Woo.
And I have Joe Mixon at flexing out.
Woo. Wait a minute now. I want to know where your pay down. Where's your pay down? Wait, don't tell me because I have.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Andrew Zoma, and his sleeper pick is like $3,000. So that's how he got everybody else in there.
Just wait for me to win. Hopefully nobody gets hurt on my team this week. Knock on wood.
I don't know about winning this week. My team, I'm just going to let you guys find out when the 4 hits.
We need to start making this a $5 contest between us then.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want that. You don't want that smoke when I already got that fire.
Hey! What we should do is put 5 aside for the actual core 4.
There you go.
All right.
We're gonna need some stipulations here.
The stipulation is $5 on the side. Hey, I got Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Hit me how you want it.
Hey, speaking of, I think there's $1 million maker that everyone might owe me for it. But no,
right.
let's roll it.
Do that. I
I'll
didn't leave that
$5 right now.
I-
Oh God.
If I was good at multitasking, I would hit you up too right now. But I'm gonna have to wait on that one. Hefe, who you got at running back?
First of all, I really do like Dalvin Cook today, and just a couple stats on it. I'm trying to find ways to get him in my lineup. He's not my running back in the core 4, but look, 3 touchdowns this year, 29 touchdowns in the previous 28 games. Against a bad defense, he could double his touchdown total this week. Easy if they give him the ball. He's only carried the ball 22 plus times, 4 times this year, so he's pretty healthy. I think he's ready for a big second half. I like the Dillon pay down, but I'm paying down even further today. It's my one stretch pick, and it's for all kinds of reasons. I mean, San Francisco should beat the crap out of Jacksonville, and the value didn't change once it was established that Jeff Wilson was going to be the number 1, number 2, and the number 3 guy today as far as prognostication goes. They're talking about 3 down back. They don't trust Sermon. The other guy, Cannon, doesn't play, and they should be in control of this game the entire time. So if he's the guy, he could easily see 25 touches. I can see him getting 100 yards and a touchdown. I hope so. And at 5,100, that's my stretch because I paid up big on a couple of my other positions. So I'm rolling the dice with Jeff Wilson Jr., and I need him in our league too. Because if I lose this week, I'm done.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't tell you I just hope that Jeff Wilson does terrible today.
He's played well.
I hope he is terrible today.
Yeah, he went through a series of starts last year and the year before, and when he started, he produced pretty well. And I got my fingers crossed, man. 5,100, that's a steal if he produces.
No doubt. Right. Exactly. And a really good barometer for that is take the first number that's in there, a part of their price, and times it by 3. That's what we should be looking for them to score for that day. That's a really
15 for 5,100. That's perfect.
Yes, no doubt about it. That's a big time win right there for sure. Is Elijah still hurt?
Yeah, he broke his finger and has surgery. He's doubtful for today.
Dang. Okay, I missed that news.
Let him play though. Let him play.
Let it ride. Let it ride.
I'll be making some quick phone calls to you guys if that happens.
Right. No doubt. Oh yeah, no, because that happened to me last week. Who that? Or the week before? Tua. I think.
All of a sudden, Tua was out. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't even sure if y'all was gonna even count my quarterback. Y'all some sticklers for real. Like I Jews quarterback don't count for the day.
Especially if we go to $5, man. Especially if we go to $5.
Oh yeah, Hicks, yeah. I'll tell you that right now, for real. Hey, we talk crew trying to win some money too. Everybody out there, we trying to win some money too, and no doubt about it. Let's see what's up with Ryan before we roll on real quick.
I think he's talking about Wilson.
It's our team, but it's gonna take us a minute to get over it.
Hey, yo, for real? Not me.
And the universal adapter, Slim Jimmy, aka Birdie Baby.
Yeah, that's just dope. I don't care what anybody says.
I'll be buying a hat, but it's gonna take a while. Like I just got done buying this Nick Chubb jersey, so I'm not making another Cleveland purchase for another several months. It'll be a hat, and then I just bought the Lindor jersey a couple years ago, so it's gonna be a long time before I have a Guardians jersey. I mean, you gotta space this stuff out, or they gotta extend the jersey trade-in program. One of the two. Can't be changing names. You want me to pull the Wahoo off? Trade it. Trade it. The jersey still looks good.
You got something there. They do need to extend that jersey trade-off thing. You know what I mean? Like
it's like 90 days. It's like 90 days, and then they're going to decide that they're going to change the team name. I'm like, I'm coming in here with Wahoo all over.
That's way worse than a trade, bro. We changed the name. Oh, my gosh. All right, so are we rolling on to wide receiver? I think we got everybody's ones and twos in there. We'll go on to wide receiver. And now, who are you pairing up? Kaiser, Bo, Juro. Who you pairing up? Oh, you muted up.
At least one time.
I had a fart. I didn't want you guys to hear it. But no, I'm going to Debo Samuel. They're playing Jacksonville, and he's just had the hot hand. I don't think he's slowing down anytime soon. He's my most expensive guy today at 7,800. As far as receivers go, he's top tier, but I think he's worth it today. Again, they're playing Jacksonville.
Say that one more time. Who'd you take?
Debo Samuel.
Dwayne Bowe. Does it sound like Dwayne Bowe?
Dwayne Bowe, yes.
That was my guy. I love me some Dwayne Bowe.
3 years. And then he disappeared.
Vanished into
No,
nothing.
it was like 5 years, bro. Because I swear the best fantasy team name of all time. I wish he was still in the league just so I could have it. I was always somewhere over Dwayne Bowe.
All right.
That's pretty good. Solid. Very solid.
The one person watching just turned off.
Right. And we have two.
Yeah, after you said Samuel. His last name was Samuel.
Samuel. Hey, Slim Jimmy. Birdie, baby. Who you got at wide receiver?
That was yesterday, man. Can't play today, man.
You ain't playing today?
No, I had to play yesterday.
Oh.
All right, so my wide receiver, I'm going with Stefan Diggs. He's 7,900. He's coming off a revival type of game, right? Because last year he led the league in catches and yards and didn't look like he's off to doing that. Well, last week was like a kickoff back to that. Plus, he's playing the Colts, who allow like 42 points per game to the position. They're like second or third to last two wide receivers this year in DraftKings. So, yeah, I really like Stefan Diggs this week, man. I like him to get double-digit targets and who knows, maybe get in the end zone as well.
Mute.
Oh, now you're part of the mute committee.
Drew.
Oh, no, I did it. I done did it. Man, I'm telling you, as soon as I start multitasking, I'm telling you, everything stops. Anyhow, no, I love I almost said Dwayne Bowe too. I love the Debo Samuel pick because he is so just, what is it, electric. He's just, after the catch, he's leading the league in yards after the catch by a wide margin.
By far.
Right, exactly. I mean, the dude is just sick this year, and he's getting like half of the team targets. You know what I'm saying? And he's going against Jacksonville, which, by the way, real quick, Jacksonville has been playing well the last 2 weeks. Their secondary's they've stepped up. Something's changed. I'm not sure exactly what. I don't break down Jacksonville Jaguars games, guys. No, I'm not doing that right now. So anyway, but there has been an uptick. But still, I believe in Debo today for sure. I just couldn't fit him into any lineups. Doski, that big-ass check. Who you got at wide receiver?
Before I say this, actually, I got a text message. Whoever it is, either watch or just didn't want to comment themselves. But I got a text that says, I have some nerve wearing this Browns gear this week. So,
hey, yo, that's kind of true, man. I got to say something. That's kind of true. You're going to root for us this week, but not last week. That's why we lost.
It's
Bad
only
juju.
Well, I was wearing the other team's jersey last week. But, if now the Jacksonville secondary may have been playing well, but this guy is actually just not playing well all season. Bashaw Breeland will be covering Devante Adams. And,
yes.
Yeah, it's just, yes. I mean, he's him himself as a cornerback has given up 4 touchdowns and 13.5 yards per reception. He's given up the 6th most receiving yards this season. And then if you just look at what Devante Adams did last year against this Minnesota Vikings team, 5 touchdowns in 2 games. Andy, you're looking to have a good week. I just want to know, does Devante Adams talk to his family? Like his quarterback does it? Dude, give me Devante Adams, dude. 8,400, dude. He'll have time to call his family in between routes because they can't cover him yet.
No doubt. I love it. I love the analysis. Breeland is a guy on the opposite side of the ball that we should be targeting against anytime we get the chance. Absolutely. Breeland's been getting cooked all season long.
And it should be mentioned too. I mean, this is Aaron Rodgers' second game back. I mean, we know last week wasn't all that great. I don't know if it was COVID effects or just not being able to practice all week. Either way you have it, it's his second week back. He's been on that practice field. So yeah, it's not looking so good for Minnesota today.
Right. Yeah. They're definitely a good secondary to target after. Absolutely. Hefe, who you got at wide receiver?
Well, I'm going with one of my guys. And look, Arizona gives up the second most touchdowns through the air. And honestly, DK Metcalf has 8 touchdowns this year. And that's kind of without the huge game that DK Metcalf can have. Russell Wilson, rusty last week. Coming into this game, it's a big game. Arizona's defense is mediocre at best. And look, kind of a non-existent running game. They don't trust Alex Collins that much with pounding him, and he doesn't catch the ball very well. So I'm going to my big man. Look, if they have any chance, this is a big game for Seattle. I mean, they lose, they're out of it completely. They don't have a big shot right now anyway, but I'm looking for Russ to be Russ like he was at the beginning of the season, throwing back-to-back 4 touchdowns. If Russell Wilson can improve and the line holds together, then, I mean, there's no reason DK can't get 10 targets, and we all know what he can do if he catches 8 of those. So I'm looking for a game from him.
That's a really, really, really good pick today. DK's got one of the softest matchups on the opposite side of him today as well.
6,800. So he's kind of a pay down. He's like the 8th or 9th on the list.
Right. No doubt. I love that pick. I love that. I do have some exposure to DK today. Could not get him into our competition because we have different rules in place and everything like that. Kaiser, who you got?
We doing tight ends?
No. Oh, did you gave us
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got Samuel.
Whisperer. Oh, wait, hold on, real quick. My wide receiver is I'm going Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle. Yeah, my bad. I'm going Jalen Waddle because of the sheer volume.
Stop multitasking.
No, I can't. There's no way. I'm always there. I'm always in that realm. It's messed up. It's 5 me's. Real quick, Jalen Waddle, his volume coming at him is absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I don't get it. I think the most.
Because there's no one there.
Right. True that, but it's like he's the 5th leading receiver in the league with as far as targets are concerned. They are feeding this guy the ball, feeding him, and his favorite person to throw to get thrown from, however that goes. He's playing today. All right, so barring any weirdness at the beginning of the game, I think Jalen Waddle is going to see a whole lot of volume today, and he should do well. Even though the Jets secondary, Jets corners have been playing well this year. They've been playing okay. But with that kind of volume, I can't ignore it. I'm getting them into the core 4. I'm going Jalen Waddle over CeeDee Lamb. And then we're going to go over to the tight end whisperer in the flesh, Bo Juro. Who you got at tight end?
So today I'm going with Bo Juro's tight end, CJ Uzoma for Cincinnati. Again, I think Cincinnati's going to have a big game today. They've been a little disappointing lately, and I think this is going to be their breakout game to get them into the playoffs here. Again, they're playing Las Vegas, not great. So $3,500. CJ.
All right, I love it. He's shown up a couple of times this year, and I'm pretty sure he caught it like every time. So we'll go over here to Birdie, baby. Who you got at tight end for today?
So this is where my pay down comes in. I paid up for pretty much all my other 3, and I'm stacking my tight end today. So I got Dalton Schultz going against Kansas City, and Kansas City is they're bottom. They're 26th against the tight end this year, they give up an average of 11 points. No, that's what Dalton averages is 11, and then KC has given up an average of 15. So I look for Dalton Schultz to possibly get in the end zone today. If he gets in the end zone, then I make all my money off of him at only 4,600. I like Dalton Schultz today, baby.
All right. All right. I like it. I love Dalton Schultz. I tried to get him into the lineups today. I just had to pay down so many different places today. And I got a lot of big names. My tight end's gonna shock you. I haven't hit on doggone tight end all year, but it's gonna shock you when I'm going today. Hefe, you got a tight end.
Well, like I said, I'm going the logical route today. I'm going with Mahomes. I think they're playing better. When the Chiefs have a chance to win, Travis Kelce is almost always the key cog into that victory or them playing well. They got on the ball 10, 11 times, or threw him the ball 10, 11 times. He had over 100 yards last week. He didn't get in the end zone, but I see the same volume in this, like I said, the biggest game for Kansas City of the year. And in the biggest games, you go to your biggest guys. And I think Kelsey's going to be a big, big part of it. So I'm paying up. And it's ironic that this is like the cheapest that the tight ends are all year long. I don't think there's a single tight end over 8,000. And usually the top tight end is right around 8,000. So I think Kelsey's going to get fed. And I think Mahomes and Kelsey hook up a couple times today. If they do, KC's going to win.
Oh, they better hook up a couple times today. I'm going to need that season long. Let's go. What's Ron talking about?
Kai's got a fan.
Uzoma.
Yeah.
Uzoma.
Uzoma makes me think of the movie Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. And if you haven't seen it, go see it.
The movie is pretty ridiculous. I was thinking more like some Naruto. Like the Uzoma clan or something.
I ain't never seen no. That's cartoons, right?
Cartoons? Don't you dare! That's an anime.
What's a cartoon?
So cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. My bad. Not. It's animated, right? Yeah, I just can't get into it.
Uzoma does come close to Uzumaki, though.
Go talk to someone who watches anime seriously and call it a cartoon. We may not see you in another core 4 again.
Anybody who likes anime isn't doing nothing.
Duke it out, dude. That's me. Don't make me put my hood up, Birdie baby. Don't make me put my hood up.
This is how we treat.
Doski. Who you got today at tight end?
I like to read a little bit, and I'm not going to completely copy it, but someone's called him Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet, though, 3,400. Cole Kmet. Obviously, I was huge on him last year for about the final 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks of the season. He actually is getting a decent target share now. 19% target share. I think right before the bye it was somewhere closer to 28.
Robinson's out.
Oh, is Allen Robinson out? That makes honestly that much better of a pick.
Very doubtful.
And then the Ravens are actually allowing the highest opponent tight end share percentage at 27. So between those two mixing up and the numbers being so close, it's kind of like, hey, you might as well go ahead and give them the share that you've been giving them anyway. They're also giving up the third most points to the tight end position. It was hard for me not to go with my guy, Dan Arnold, again today, but they actually moved him up finally. After last week, so he's like 4,100. I needed to spin down. Clearly, I took Mahomes, Cook, and Devante Adams, so I had to spin down there. Cole Kmet for me, definitely going to cook this week, and especially if Robinson is out, man. I highly doubtful.
Very doubtful.
Yeah, I think that makes a huge difference for what they're going to do today.
Okay,
throw it to Mooney.
Right. There should be some Mooney today. For sure. There definitely should be.
If not, it's going to be a bunch of moody people.
Ain't that for damn sure.
Well, we're really trying to get rid of our guys.
Marquise Brown is missing today as well.
We don't gotta get into that.
But oh, that is your boy, ain't it?
Well, is that a Bateman sighting then? Wow.
It should be as long as
hopefully Lamar gets over them bubble guts he got and can run for about 200 yards today.
No, it's going to be Bateman today.
He's a game. No. Hey, if Lamar Jackson doesn't play, I would take him out your lineup.
Well, yeah, if Lamar Jackson,
he's a game time decision, man. It's 50-50. Adam Schefter just said so.
Who starts if he doesn't?
Who knows?
Hey, doesn't matter. I'm not the trust. It used to be on 3. Now it's probably
no more. Trace McSorley didn't even. He just got called up from the practice squad. I don't even know who their backup is, man. It's a bad situation.
I like Chase McSorley a lot.
Don't know NFL teams like him.
Yeah. I think his one NFL game, I think he did okay. I don't remember. That was a while ago. But I like Chase McSorley. I thought he was sweet. He was sweet at Penn State or whatever.
Tyler Huntley would be their backup.
Oh, no.
Isn't that the catcher for the Mets? Oh.
That's Todd Hundley. That was Todd Hundley back in like the 90s.
That's incredible. I love that so much. Okay, so I think we got so I'll go with my tight end. I'm paying up. I'm going there. I'm doing it. I'm going with George Kittle. I think George Kittle's gonna have one hell of a day. I do think Debo's still gonna get a whole lot of targets. There's no doubt about it. The ball's gonna come to Debo all game long. I do think that the secondary in Jacksonville has been playing well enough lately to at least take away some of those angles where Jimmy Garoppolo cannot get the ball into Debo. Where's that going to open up? Where's that leaving space for? Mr.
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk? No, definitely not. Definitely not Ayuk. I actually chose Kittle because if Jacksonville can stay up on top of Debo at least a little bit, Brandon Ayuk has a really tough matchup today. Really, really. And he's not. I'll bet any amount of money in my pocket right now. What do I got? I got a lighter. I got some lint and a colored pencil.
About $1.15.
About $1.15. Fine, I put $1.15 on. Brandon Ayuk getting like maybe 2 catches today. He's gonna get locked down. They gotta go somewhere else. It's gotta be Kittle and Jeff Wilson. We'll see what happens today.
That color pencil is an ancient artifact, so it might have been inflated. So maybe 215.
Only if it's Crayola, man. It can't be one of those knockoff brands.
You gotta throw a sharpener in there too, man.
Yeah, you got a sharpener. We're talking $5. We're gonna bet.
So now you can't even afford it.
I got a pencil sharpener somewhere. I know my daughter got one or two.
Leave his daughter without a pencil sharpener. I can't take that.
Hey, no doubt about it. But hey, yo, Slim Jimmy, let us know how did we shape up last week and shape out?
Are we about to hit a real quick deep dive?
Oh, yeah. Let's do the deep dive. All right, no doubt.
Quick little deep dive. I'll start it off, man. I got a name that I'm guessing there might be one person in this room that knows this name. I'm going with Chris Moore from the Texans. So the Titans are the worst team against wide receivers. The worst. It's really not close either. They've given up like 300 yards more than any other team. And this is a boomer bust guy at $3,000. He's the cheapest that you can spend today. It's a true boomer bust. I mean, he's either going to score 15 or 0. That's truthfully what I believe. But I'm looking for the boom, baby.
Right. Let's get that boom, baby. I love it. Slim Jimmy, I love the pick.
Boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow.
Delsky. Who you got? Who you deep diving for? Who you snorkeling for today?
Marcus Johnson. I don't even know if this is Marcus Johnson.
35?
3,500. You can't change that now. You already got one. So yeah, he went 5 for 100 last week on 6 targets. The Texans over the last month have allowed the second most receiving yards, and then they're ranked 29th in pass DVOA. So for 3,500, I really only need this guy to get me 6-7 points to actually make it work. If I can get that, if I can get that 5 for 100, then I'm definitely gonna be cleaning it up real pretty today. You got your hand raised. I'm gonna call on the other guy.
All right. I'm going anyways. Hey, look, man, I've been talking about these acronyms for the longest, and I just play along and pretend I know what you're talking about. What the heck is DVOA?
So the easiest way to really sum it up is it's just every play. So it's like the plays they make on third down. It's not just looking at,
What does it stand for? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, what does it stand for? I'm not even sure.
Man, come on. We can't be throwing out these stats. We don't even know what they are, man. Come on. These acronyms got to go, man.
Wait, he's got the best QCR.
It's a lot of.
I
It's a
break
lot.
down
deserves
DVOA all day, but on the site, I looked for what that shit stood for. Excuse my French. I'm speaking French over here, and they don't tell me.
No, it's adjusted value over average. So it's. I mean, I think
That's another crazy stat.
I think D is defensive, and that's exactly what I was explaining. So it's like, especially, it's not looking at somebody who's only, going out there like for example, for a running back, you're not going to look at the fact that he's only going out for third down on the passing, stuff like that. So it accounts for things that no one else accounts for. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I got a stat for I got a stat for my deep dive too.
Who you got there,
Good.
Bo?
Well, the stat is TOGIO, which is the other guy is out. I got Cedric, the American footballer Wilson, for Dallas, $3,200. Their main guy's out, and I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping because I don't ever pick Cowgirls players either.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Michael Gallup, but I got my fingers crossed for you.
I got him crossed for me too.
Not really though, because we're playing against each other.
Okay, thanks for the false hope.
That's a double cross.
Oh, ooh, double crossing Joe.
No. Okay. Hefe, who you diving for?
Well, I'm going in the same game that you took your receiver. Like you said, the Jets secondary hasn't been bad. So if they focus on Waddle, the only other receiver they have is Albert Wilson. Preston Miller or whatever. It hasn't done anything.
Preston Williams.
But Albert Wilson.
Preston Miller.
Albert Wilson had 5 targets, 4 catches for 87 yards last week. Tua looks to be getting better and better. The only thing that downside on this is Gesicki didn't have any catches, so I'm sure they're going to get him involved. But like we said, for 3,100, if I can get that 4 for 87, it's well worth it to get some of these other guys in the lineup. So picking Cedric Wilson, he even if he gets me on the low end, which he does, is 5-6 points, can't argue with it. So I'm going to the Miami game. Should be a decent game, actually, because I don't think Miami's that good either.
Right. You're right about that. It should be a decent game, but Miami, they'll show up today. So I almost picked Tua. I almost had Tua at my QB today, but I got to go safe because we can't miss there. What's Ron talking about, Joski?
Looks like he's got Osborne as his deep dive. I can't remember the guy's name, but I know he had a couple good games earlier this year.
KJ?
Yeah, there it is. I don't know what the basis is behind that. Do they have Jefferson and Thielen playing, right? Or am I missing something? Conklin too. I think they're full, but hey, that's what a deep dive is, man. You're pulling me out of the damn dumpster. So
exactly.
Yeah, everybody loads up on the studs, and the one guy has that big game.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. And you go, and it skyrockets your score way above everyone else's when something like that happens. Like today, that's gonna happen for me in my deep dive. I'm going with Adam Troutman. Huh? Yes, that's right. That's right. 6 targets last week, 7 targets the week before. What do the last 2 weeks have to do with what's been happening in New Orleans? It's been a lot of Trevor Siemian. He needs help. He needs covered up. He needs backup. He has no one. There's no Kamara still in the back.
He doesn't have a slinking.
Yeah, Antonio Callaway is going to get a lockdown today. He's got a really tough matchup out there. There are no receivers on his team. That's why Adam Troutman's getting 6 and 7 targets a game. Let's go. He's going to get 8 targets today, 4 or 5 catches, maybe 6. He'll see the end zone, though. Let's go Adam Troutman at 3,300.
I don't think it's spelled this way, but anything remarkably close to Trout doesn't work for me anymore. So, yeah, I'm done with that. That's a different scenario, but he's in Christian McCaffrey territory for me.
Oh man, hey, no doubt about it. Oh, hey, Ron agrees with me. He likes the Troutman. He likes the Troutman. We eating fish over here for fantasy breakfast. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. Slim Jimmy.
Fish.
Did we get everybody's deep dive? I want to make sure before we bust these scores out from last week. Okay. Lay it on me. What happened?
So we had a not the greatest week as a foursome, man. Wasn't that fantastic, truthfully. So we'll start at the bottom, and that was me. Came in with a very stinky 50.8. Smell that through the computer screen.
Should I play the video? No, I'm not gonna do it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so coming in fourth, then we have Drewski Dooski with 57.34.
Drewski Dooski.
Oh, that's like my name on most things. Oh, I am Drewski Dooski.
You just dropped a Dooski.
Next, we had Mon Jadden, and he came in at 61.9. What's your name today? Whatever your name is. Kai, you had 61.9.
Sounded out there, third grade.
Is that Mon Jadden?
Yep,
I like that. I like that one better. And with his first win, can I get a
Mon Jadden.
Joe with that big old check came in with 81.04. So with a big week for Joe, a nice 81.04. Yeah. With a nice week for Joe, absolutely. And the rest of us had some work to do, man. So like I said, I went back to the basics, and we'll see what we come up with this week.
I'm about to come up with another win. I'm gonna have to catch up with that streak. Is what I'm looking to do today. I mean, I'm just trying to let you know. You went from the top to the bottom. I think there's like a Jay-Z lyric somewhere in there. Yeah, boo boo. Now you can go ahead.
Hey, don't worry, man. And about I say, what's the true? We're past the halfway pole, aren't we? I could give an average for the year, but I don't know if anybody else wants to do that.
I do.
Oh, now you want to. All right. Now you want to average out for the year because you lost.
One time.
Yeah,
you won one time.
Man, you had a 30 one time.
Who's that?
You?
No, I didn't.
Well, I kind of think you did.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. No, totally. You weren't on that show. You were golfing or something.
He tried to leave that average out. He's like, I don't have that. I don't have that in the record books.
Yeah, what I do have in the record books is the last is 5 out of the 11 week. Are we in the week 11? 5 out of 11 weeks I've won. So almost 50% of the time I've won. So I like those. I like that percentage. You know, it's a decent percentage. You know.
Hey, did I win that one too though? I'm guessing I won that one too, right? Did I win that contest?
Sure, Joe.
That's 2 contest wins and a core 4 win.
Are you talking about the actual contest?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I barely pay attention to that.
Yeah,
winning money. I don't consider $4. Okay, never mind. I'm going to offend some people.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'm cashing big over the past couple of weeks, so I mean I'm looking good, bro. I'm not offended over the $4 comment. That's what we put ours in for. So.
$3.60.
Yeah, there we go. That was.
And our lineup that I play with you guys, I don't play with anywhere else on DK, just with y'all. Like, because if I don't need to deep dive below 35, I'm not.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
not. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like, I do have Troutman today in some lineups outside of our contest, but our outside contest, boy, I raked in last week. I raked in. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna leave the people with something positive, something to put some money in their pockets. Anything you maybe just want to lift somebody's day up. Joski Doski, what you got for the people today?
Well, you know, I didn't really stress this in our picks or anything like that, but play some running backs against the Jets. You know, I just read a crazy little stat here, and I know that we know that they're all terrible. But they are historically bad. I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you here. So the worst defenses versus fantasy running backs over the last 15 years, halfway through the season, they're currently winning that by 3 points. They've given up in 9 games. They've given up 208 rush attempts for 1,006 yards, 17 rush touchdowns, 61 receptions for 583 and 3 touchdowns. And it's just not looking good. They're very far ahead of the 2008 Denver Broncos, Lions, and Chiefs. That was all the same year. The 2007 Lions, and then actually last year was the Houston Texans. You can start multiple running backs against them. I think we said something about this last week because there was a week where there was Jonathan Taylor, and then Kai. It was right after Kai had all the injuries, and he randomly picked up Hines, and Hines blew up too. Like, you can start. You can start everyone. So Myles Gaskins is definitely a good play today. He's pretty low. I want to say maybe $5,400 or something like that. I mean, go out there and get you some money, man. Like I go out there and start you some start the third string running back against the Jets today if you can. It's going to pay off for you.
That's a really good strategy. I like that. Maybe I'll just go make a lineup just to put Dearness in there and pay down somewhere and see who else I can get in there. Why not? Hefe, Kai, and then Birdie Baby.
Yeah, as far as that goes, Miami, I mean, you don't know who they're going to give the ball to. They've got like 5 running backs that they play. That's scary. But if one does go off, I would say Gaskin would be that guy. But aside from football, man, actually in football, congratulate Medina football battling bees. We're the number one, basically had the best season that school's ever had. Beat St. Ignatius, beat St. Ed, and then ran into the wall that is they lost to St. Ed this week. Beat Ignatius last week. They were looking to go, down to the quarterfinals. But anyway, it was a great season. Those guys, like I said, best program in the history of Medina football. And then last, man, congratulate Sean Porter on a fabulous career. I watched that fight last night. It wasn't as close as everybody thought. It was just a matter of time. And I think Terrence Crawford proved that he's the best fighter on the planet right now, and he took him apart. His dad, Porter's dad, called the fight right after he got knocked down the second time because they know how Crawford closes out fights. And then his dad called him out on the post-fight interview. They asked what happened, and he said preparation. We didn't prep right. He didn't prep right for the fight, and it just looked like Sean Porter was a little bit out of his league with Crawford. So now we're going to look for Crawford and Spence, hopefully, if Spence quits running. Congratulations, Porter, though. It's a local guy that had a fabulous career.
Right on. I just want to say Browns, I don't think it's a big game because it is the Leons, but Goff's not playing. I picked Browns defense today in my DraftKings, so I'm really hoping it's a sloppy game and we get some turnovers. Definitely need this W, and Browns are one of those teams that play up to their competition, but they also play down, except for the Patriots last week. But yeah, go Browns. They definitely need this win because I think everybody else in the division, except for the Steelers, are going to win. So go Brownies. Giants tomorrow night.
Hey, real quick, let's answer Ryan's question before we get to Birdie Baby's final thoughts. All right, starter 6. Kirk, Landry, Galladay.
Kirk,
yep.
Kirk, I don't think it's close.
Murray's playing, correct?
Yeah.
I don't mind Landry in a rain game.
I'm picking Galladay, but I'm a Giants fan.
You got to think about who's throwing him the ball, man. Kyler Murray, man. It's Kirk for me.
And no Hopkins, Kirk.
Yeah.
All right. No Hopkins today, too, huh?
Yep.
Right,
add that to the Dookie list. I have all the receivers that I'm missing right now. I'm without Amari Cooper and DeAndre Hopkins for this week and next week. So, yeah, I'm struggling.
Yeah. I think we all are.
It seems to be
injury bug caught up with I think everybody. You know what I mean? It's crazy this year.
This is true. You got to adapt. Hey,
I only have 3 people I can play in Joe's league that are projected double digits or more.
Oh, no.
That's bad. I can't lie.
I'm scouring their waiver wire too, and I'm like, man, I can't even get somebody that's 9 points, dude.
My starting running back is projected 6, bro. It is what it is.
It's rough this year, man.
Yeah.
Mine might be projected more than that, but I'm starting Kenyon Drake. That's all that needs to be said.
He's at least projected 8. I know that much.
9.
I'm starting Devin Singletary.
Oh, single carry? Yeah, okay.
I got two.
I'm
I got
starting
two backups
Devonta
I'm probably
Freeman.
gonna start.
Oh,
Devonta Freeman.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
that's actually a good
you
start.
never know. Yeah, that dude can get in the end zone.
They just cut Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, they did do that.
On him and
So-
Baltimore.
So when Henry got hurt, I picked up Jeremy Nichols.
He's terrible.
He's out today too. Yeah, and he's terrible.
Hey, get some AP in your lineup if you want to get
Deontay Foreman.
yeah. I was gonna tell you, Kai, go get Deontay Foreman.
He is
Can't.
playing him.
I got him in my lineup.
Oh,
No, I'm playing Devonta Freeman,
Okay.
not Foreman.
you could have had the team.
But 4 years ago, he was really good in fantasy.
Yeah.
the
Oh, dude, Devontae Freeman? Yo.
Yeah. When he was with the Falcons,
I need him
first
to.
2 years.
I need him to hop up back in that fucking time machine
No.
today. Then
Right. I feel you. No, but when it was him and Tevin Coleman, 2016. I had both of them, and I played them both. I got all kinds of criticism until they started balling out. Then I was something to mess with. I was something to mess with at that point, boy. All right. Hey, Ron says, thanks, brothers. Great show. Hey, Ron, before you go, here's my final thought. Oh, wait, Andy, did we get yours? You just gave
No, and I'll be quick with mine. So the first one is, Kyle, you're saying it's not a big game. This is a huge game. Must win for the Browns.
Yeah.
If Nick Chubb does not have a big game, they'll lose. And then if they lose, they got to look at the quarterback, man. They got to look at replacing this guy if they lose. Secondly, I don't know that Sean Porter's dad loves that guy. I don't, because he knew that his dad knew he was retiring last night and still threw him all the way under the bus on pay-per-view.
I know he did.
I did not get it. I don't get it, man. He knew he was retiring after that fight and still basically, I've never seen anything like that, truthfully.
No, did you see it? Were you watching it live?
No, I just saw the interview
bought that.
this morning.
Yeah, I bought that, and I stayed up and watched that, and I actually didn't understand what I was hearing. It was crazy.
Especially since after the fact, his dad knew that he was going to retire, and he still just said what he said, and it was just, I don't know, not a good look in my opinion.
It was a horrible way out.
I wouldn't want my
horrible
dad talking like that about me, and I don't think he would. Other than that, man, just go Browns. You know what I'm saying? And then go out and get your Guardians gear.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I will. I'll cave eventually. Don't get me wrong, of course. You know.
So now that they're called the Guardians, are you planning on still? What you're gonna go buy some more Indians gear or something?
Yeah.
This
Why
is
are
almost
you so hung up on this?
this is almost as bad as when the Arrows changed their name to the Rubber Ducks. Almost as bad.
Oh,
No. Now hold on. I got one thing to say about that guy. And I put in bids. I put in emails. All this. They missed the mark. Their name should be the Rubber City Ducks. I'm sorry, the Rubber City Ducks. That should have been their name. You can still have a little rubber ducky for the kids, but the Akron Rubber Duckies.
right.
Have a
Hey,
good
they
Sunday,
win.
everyone.
It's
They
fierce.
win. They
It's
win.
fierce.
So the Rubber Ducks are now very, very high up on the totem pole.
They are. We're good. We are good. The Rubber Ducks, and I am still saying we because I remember the days catching the one. I caught the Metro 1 all the way to the park and
Canal Park.
Canal Park. You know what I'm saying? And watch baseball for sure. Absolutely.
Hey, I got a ball off of Carlos Santana's bat down there one time.
Yes. Oh, see, same here. Remember when
It was-
Carlos used to raise his knee? I always thought he would hit his chin with his front leg. He used to his leg back so far. I was like, this dude's gonna KO himself right on the field, and it's gonna be ridiculous.
Man, I was-
seriously. It was like
I was
Dontrell
in
Willis split batting.
We were in the smoke pit, man, and he fouled the ball off the floor in the smoke pit. I had to knock two people down. I got it though.
Oh, wow. Good
Unlike
time.
the Dizzy Bat champion right there, Big Joski.
Right.
We take this double A ball seriously. Get the out of my way.
I think they stopped doing Dizzy Bat after.
After you.
Oh no, Joe, you canceled Dizzy Bat at Canal Park?
Did something get broken?
Oh no!
Oh,
Somebody
man.
got hurt.
He beat up an 8-year-old for the baseball.
No, it was another. Well, hey, I mean, they
That's my ball.
I actually asked them. I was like, "You guys sure you want me to do this?" Because I was already. I mean, I think it was a Thursday night, so it was dollar beers, and I'm beers in. And she's like, "We can't find anyone else." I go, "Okay, I'll do it." And I didn't even know what it was, and they have you put your head on the bed and spin around. I'm like, I'm already drunk, so this isn't like the greatest of ideas. And we take off running to the baseline, and I immediately stumble into the other guy. I looked at him and thought about picking him up. But then I also thought about winning those tickets, and I just ran the rest of the way to that big.
And then you let everybody in the stands know that you were the Dizzy Bet
You
champ.
probably got booed that day.
No, they loved it. Because I actually immediately went to the crowd with the mic, because they give me the mic too. I'm like, I do this for you. Everyone's cheering. I'm like, hey, this is Akron. This is home of AA, man. You know, I definitely did it for you.
That's one of the funniest things I ever heard ever. It's
That
so
was
amazing.
great.
So amazing.
That's right, man. I definitely did. I would do it again too. Bring
Wow.
Dizzy back. Be the rubber
Man.
duck champ too.
I'm telling you, yo, I was crying, yo. That's ridiculous. So real quick, I'm just gonna leave the people with you don't just have to play on DK. There are other outlets, and there's lots of money to be won on these outlets. All right, so I'm just gonna drop one today. I'm not gonna give a whole spiel, but there's lots of options. Super Draft. Download Super Draft. Put the same doggone lineup in that you put on DK that you love so much. And but the thing about Super Draft is, what's that?
Are the values the same?
No, you can play whoever you want.
So probably. Oh, there's no values.
No, you
Oh,
play
okay.
who you want, but that's part of the catch. You know what I mean? That's definitely part of it. You know what I mean? So I've had the best luck on Super Draft when I put my DK lineup that I love so much. I just transfer it right over to Super Draft. And it's worked out for me. So it's just another outlet to go win you some money. I want everybody to win out there. I want everybody to make money. I don't want to be the only one making money. I want y'all to win. I want our listeners and watchers and viewers to win. But, hey, I want to win too, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some dough. All right,
you said you can play whoever you want, and I hope everybody was looking at Kai, because he starts licking his lips like.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have to check this out. You said there's a catch, so I guess I'm gonna have found out by myself.
Like, I'm playing Derrick Henry still.
I am curious as to why Derrick Henry still costs $7,300.
Right.
Like, go ahead, pick him, man.
Do I get half of his projected points at least?
Right. For $7,300, you better get something.
No doubt about it. I feel you. Okay, so go explore, everybody. Find more apps to play on. There's money to win. There's lots of layover. Layover is good. We want layover. This is what we're aiming for. Lots more money to win. And we're going to be there the whole time to help you do that. All right.
Peace.
Deuces.